Kelly Clarkson's new album, man, I don't even know what to expect because, to be honest, like her covers and her karaoke's are so good. Like, how good is this original album gonna be? I'm really looking forward to checking it out. There's a lot of songs on it, so I'd love for you to leave a comment or send me a text. Texting is probably the best way. My number's on the screen to let me know which ones you want me to check out because there's a lot of songs, and I'm sure you have your favorites. So let me know which ones you want me to check out. Today we're checking out mine. Not necessarily my favorite, but that's what the song is called. So let's get right into this. My name is Jacob Restituto. If you're new here, I appreciate you checking out these videos. I got a ton of Kelly Clarkson reactions. I got a ton of music myself. I got a ton of videos on this channel. So stick around and let's see what we got. This is mine, Kelly Clarkson.
You know I question every motive, everything you say. Thought with you maybe my heart wasn't meant to break. Can't believe I let you in. I can't believe I stay. As long as I stay, yeah. I hope one day someone will.
See, you know, Apple Music is frustrating me lately with the fact that it's not. Like, why is it not? It's supposed to be following the lyrics, and it's just not. So, Apple Music, yeah, you got to work on this. I guess I'll do a better job at trying to follow it, but it should be moving on its own. But really interesting instrumental. I kind of thought it was some sort of piano kind of thing going on, but it might actually be an electric guitar as the instrument in the background. And her voice is, it's cool to kind of hear her voice in a studio setting because I've heard so many of her karaoke's, which is a live setting, which is live studio recordings and actual studio recordings are very different sound in the sense that the studio is a lot more controlled. You have, soundproofing. You have intentional deflections on the wall. Like the fact that like a lot of studios are, architected. Is that a word? Built with the architecture in mind, so that like when you say something, it reflects on the walls in certain ways. There's so many factors in building a studio. And it creates this really clean vocal, as opposed to live. There's so many other factors. You get the bleed from the other instruments. You get, the crowd bleed. You get the ambient noise of the, the AC units going on. There's so many things in average, just like live vocals. So it's kind of cool to kind of hear her voice like in the super clean, crisp, studio-produced sound.
I hope one day someone will take your heart and hold it tight. Make you feel like you're invincible deep inside. And right when you think that it's perfect, they cross a line and steal your shine like you did mine.
That's a hurtful lyric, man. That's a hurtful lyric. Wow, okay. So, like you could tell like in the beginning like that it was like essentially saying like my heart was broken, and then I was like, oh, maybe she's like kind of like forgiven, like I hope that now that we've separated kind of thing or gone our separate ways, and I hope that you're happy. No, it's like it's a revenge song. Really interesting production of the vocals in the sense that we have a very like an instrument. I'm assuming it's a guitar. Let's just say that it's a guitar. But it's kind of reverb. It's kind of big, and her voice is super compressed with like compression, which is an effect to kind of give like a more what's the word, like a fuller sound, but also like a more controlled sound. And very dry in the sense of there's no reverb. So it's an interesting contrast between this very reverb instrument and this very dry vocal. It's it kind of like really makes the vocal stand out.
And steal your shine like you did mine. Go ahead and break my heart, that's fine.
Huge layer vocal.
Eternal sunshine of the spotless mind. Why all this blind? Why am I missing you tonight? Was it all a lie? Someone's gonna show you how a heart can be used like you did mine. And now I second guess my thoughts every step I take. I'm losing hope in love and I've lost all in faith. Yeah, for a dreamer I just close my eyes
Cool
and it's
pizzicato
all
string for
blank.
plucking the strings.
I have you to thank, yeah. I hope one day someone will take your heart and hold it tight. Make you feel like you're invincible deep inside. And right when you think that you'll try again, they cross the line and steal your shine like you did mine.
I love that melody right there. Da 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 da, red, do 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 do. Ray, do, Ray. Like, it's Ray meaning the second note of the scale. I like that. That Ray, do. It's really cool. It's a really cool melody. It's a really tough song, man. Again, it's a kind of cool contrast in vocals. Like, even in the chorus, which we heard before, we have like this contrasting vocal where her main melody is, again, kind of straight down the center, a drive, not a ton of reverb, and there's a ton of layers, kind of almost doing this call and response between the layered vocals and the main melody. There's a very interesting call and response idea, and then this really cool instrumentation. The chord progression is also cool too, because like it changes in ways that you would not expect. Where like it's like, oh, I thought we were gonna go to like, because it moves a lot, and then sometimes it ends up hanging on certain notes, and like I wouldn't expect it to stay there, but it kind of builds this tension as it stays there.
And
Very
still
interesting.
you'll shine like you did mine. Go ahead and break
Layered
my
vocals.
heart, that's fine.
Back to single vocal.
Eternal sunshine of the spotless mind.
You hear that octave up? How's she hitting the notes?
Was it all a lie? Someone's gonna show you how heart can be used. And you keep talking.
Oh, wow.
It'll come back. Karma is the truth. I don't make you look bad, you do. Darling, sabotage your
Wow,
choice
cool.
of art.
Hold on a second. Let's rewind this a little. Cool. So one thing I was gonna say, actually, after we finished the song, I was gonna say that this I feel like it could have been slightly faster, and then it's cool because here in the bridge they actually do make it faster, and I was like, oh, that kind of answers that question. Like, it's a cool kind of change up right here. The reason I wanted to pause and rewind it is I want you to hear it. Listen to the drums. There's a cool phaser effect, giving this swirly kind of whoosh kind of sound on the drum roll. Listen to the drum roll.
Make you look bad, you do. Darling, sabotage.
Oh, not yet. Right there. Actually, I spoke over. I'm sorry. Right here.
Sabotage your choice of art. Who the hell do you think you are? Go ahead and break my heart, that's fine. Eternal sunshine of the spotless mind.
Definitely guitar.
Why am I missing you tonight? Someone's gonna show you how a heart can be used like you did mine.
That is a heavy track, man. That is for sure. Again, the production was really interesting. Production, where we have kind of like that very like straightforward pop dry vocal compared to this huge production. Really contrasting the voice. We're able to hear the voice versus listen to the distinct. It makes the voice distinct compared to the rest of the instruments. It doesn't just flow into the instruments, which is a really cool take. So I thought that was really interesting. Really cool production. Really heavy songwriting. I heard another song, actually. I think it was Jimmy Fallon, Lighthouse. Is this going to be all a really tough album to listen to? Because these lyrics are tough, man. Well, I hope you enjoy this. Thank you. Let me know what you think. Send me a text is the best way to reach out to me. Have a great rest of your day. God bless and peace out.